I swear, they show for the camera. If you don't show,
I make them not buy you pizza. Close that door. I still want you to just
Okay. Hello people, it's your boy Joseph, also known as BIG, and welcome back to the Express Believers channel. And we have the
host of Growth Station Podcast. Hello everyone, my name is Unebu Precious. And if you were with us on this Thanksgiving special on Growth Station Podcast, we promised you a conjunction for the Christmas special. And here it is.
And here it is, the Christmas special on Express Believers in conjunction with the Growth Station, and with us we have some really cool gentlemen. Looking swag, looking swag now, bro.
I'm shy.
Yeah, don't be shy, bro. Don't be shy. You guys should go ahead and introduce yourself to the people. You know.
What's up, everyone? It's your boy once again, and it's Corley speaking. I hope that you all are okay. I'm really excited to be in this collaboration with the super speakers. Check it out.
Alright, okay.
Good tidings we bring to you. Much love, and I'm so excited to be here with my boys.
Right. So if you don't know what's going on by the intro, you should understand that this is a Christmas special, and like everyone is in the holiday mood, holiday vibes.
That's today.
Right? Yeah, you guys will move in the spirit, you understand? So today we'll just be discussing, vibing, cutting across 5 major topics.
So we're cutting across the spiritual, the mental, the relational, the social, and the financial.
So these 5 topics we're going to be discussing and getting to know more about everyone who is seated here today.
Yeah.
Okay, so without no further ado, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to this if this is the first podcast you're listening to, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you comment what you think about this video. Okay, let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Alright, to start the conversation, I'm going to be starting with a question. Since it's the holiday season, it's just general. I would like to know, personally for me, Christmas is one of my favorite. It's my favorite season of the year because my birthday was just a couple of days ago. It's on the 22nd, and then Christmas is 25th. So that's one of the reasons why it's my favorite season. I would like to know if it's everyone else's favorite season. Like, is it yours, BIG?
If Christmas.
Yeah, it's like your favorite season of the year. Like festive period.
Yeah, all time I would say yes, because like growing up, Christmas is the time where everyone comes back home. Yeah. Like there's killing of something. Something must die. Something must give way.
In some homes there's always killing, even at Easter. Like
I also feel it's more during the Christmas time, and it just feels different because of the I'm talking now based on like my experience at home. Living outside home, Christmas can be very dry sometimes. It might just feel like a normal day because
Christmas can shock you.
Christmas without family. What is Christmas without family? But I think right here we're trying to make it more experiential. We're trying to create more experiences.
How
about you?
Christmas.
Yeah.
Like 7 or 8 years ago, when I was just taking you back to memory.
Yeah.
And I was with a friend.
Right.
So we were just having a casual conversation. She was like, hold on, let me teach you a song I learned when I was little, like when I was much younger. And I was like, okay, let's do this. She was like, jingle bells are ringing, everybody singing, come and join me singing, I love Christmas. Yeah. That was like 7 years ago, and we just sang it for 5 minutes. But since then, I've never forgotten this song. Reason because why? The season is so special that everything attached to it is actually very special.
Yeah.
And for the fact that she taught me that special song on the special occasion, she became a special person. Just kidding. Alright, Christmas is one of the best time of the year. In fact, we could say.
Right?
Well, I love the new year because I'm in January, so so we start the year Christmas opens the way for us.
How about you, Daniel? Is Christmas your favorite season?
Well, I'll have to let's harken back to what Joseph said. It's like when we're younger, we're always excited about Christmas. We got to eat exotic foods that normally weren't prepared over the course of the year,
Yeah.
and travel, meet favorite relatives. I enjoyed visiting my grandma. She would spoil us silly, but as we grow older, some Christmases were my favorite times of the year, but some Christmases were just a day, another day.
Yeah.
I'll be surrounded by festivities, but just another day. So I wouldn't say Christmas is my favorite time of the year. I have many favorite times of the year. Like it varies from year to year.
Yes.
So what the year,
That's
like
just-
some years when it's not Christmas, which season?
Some years when it's not Christmas,
Yeah.
my birthday can be one.
Ah,
So,
nice.
and spontaneous events can make a day very special. You never know what will come up.
Yeah.
So
Spontaneous events like what? Do you mean like go on a date and from there?
yeah, stuff like that.
Spontaneous. It should not be just happening spontaneous like that though.
It's the preparation stage.
The preparation stage for what? Preparation for what?
What are you prepared for?
For yes, the answer yes.
Oh my
Yes, I
God.
By the way,
We never reach like that.
what's anyone going on any dates during this this time? Because one of the questions I wanted to ask is, okay, what are our plans for Christmas?
Yeah, what
going
are our
into the
plans?
new year? What are your plans? So
Yeah, I really
does
don't have
anyone have any dates specially, I'm talking
For Christmas.
for Christmas,
Okay, let's say
Christmas
20.
hangout.
Today is 24th, 25th, 26th.
Boxing day.
27th,
What will
boxing.
be boxing?
Okay, let's say between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
No, it's
Special
it's not like we will not put it for like Christmas like date. No, we are not.
They are not coming for you. Are you going with somebody?
No, we are not dating. Like we are not dating for Christmas. You
Well,
understand?
dating
No, we are not
for
dating for dating's sake.
See,
You don't get the
the essence
Help
of
us.
having this celebration, I think, is to, as human beings, we're social creatures, and every now and then we need some overtures to bring us together,
Go
like
deeper, sir.
More light.
to emphasize
Shed more light, sir.
our bonds.
Yes.
So Christmas
James
for
Bond.
me is about spending time with family, and my family is in Nigeria. I'm not returning there like
Yeah.
my nuclear family. So this Christmas, I would love to spend time with my family. Those are my friends here in Ukraine.
Yeah.
You can see some of them here.
Yeah.
So that's just
We are
it.
just
But
a number.
So you really have made in your family. Wow, that's amazing. Because relationship is one of these what we're going to be talking about here today. So okay, you have plans spending time. You also have some dates, but it's
I don't
not
have-
dates
It's not dates for Christmas.
I don't
It's
have
not dates for dates.
Hello guys, check it out. People are inviting me. Oh, come.
People.
I come to my
Wow. Hot cake,
Hot cake.
hot general.
I'm hot like
And then they
want
And people need it at this Christmas.
But guys, they're just messing around. Actually, I'm a celibate for now. So like, we're trying to.
We didn't say anything about that.
But what direction we're
We
going?
just say going out.
When I say guitar, no, I just mean like boiling heater.
At this point, I need to. I need to stop them.
Okay, like I have some mostly I'll be going to events.
Be honest.
I'm going to events this Christmas. A lot
Yeah.
of events are like matched up for me, and because I'm preparing for a
Like church
project,
events.
church events. Spend a lot of time in church. Carol service, Thanksgiving, crossover, like another carol service.
Are you going to church?
I will.
I'm spending a lot of time in church.
I was going to church.
Yeah. But I also
church boy.
but also I also have like something planned out, hopefully it pulls through. It's friends, nothing like really serious, just friends going out maybe to the movies to chill and watch some film.
Male first. I'm just curious.
Your curiosity.
Your
Wow.
curiosity.
It's something.
It's
Well,
something.
Because I'm ready to go to if you're invited.
You're ready to fall.
You're not invited.
You see
Actually,
friends like friends.
I would like to watch No Way Home in the cinema.
Exactly, and he's hosting like some shows in the cinema.
Basically, we might not really need to waste that ticket by might spend it on someone's life to build some relationship.
Just
Basically,
friends.
just
Oh, like you're building. Okay.
Just friends.
friendship relationships.
Friendship relationship.
Yeah, we need a lot of that in 2022. We needing a lot of that.
So it's not just volume; it's quality. It's quality.
Exactly.
You need good friends.
I don't just make friends anyhow. Quality.
That's why you can't invite me for that movie.
One of the reasons too was. Let's move to Bye. Let's move to
Me, my plans. I still have like church events that I'm going to rehearsals today for Christmas service tomorrow. I play the drums, and then the Christmas service tomorrow, and then church service on Sunday, and then next week or maybe this weekend, maybe one of these is at this time.
Yeah.
My birthday, like I said, my birthday was a couple of days ago. And I still have some people who want to take me out and spoil me. And whom am I? I shall not say no.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's basically it. And then like I just said, maybe go to the movies with friends. But I don't have any of those plans yet. But my only plans now are the ones I know. The church service and the people that have told me that, okay, I want to take you out for your birthday.
Okay.
No,
great,
don't take it personal, but like two of my so-called friends want to go to the movies, but don't want to invite their friends.
Guy, you know the yes, they will take you home.
Okay, guys. So I'll also ask a question now, a hot question now.
Yes.
Just to steam up the whole, the whole place.
Yeah.
Because we're discussing, relationships, spiritual. We're not enter spiritual yet. We start from physical into the spiritual.
Yes.
So, is everyone on this couch single?
Yes.
Yes.
And that's sad. I think so. I think.
That's sad.
That's a bit. At least one person. At least. Some years are not enough. At least we understand me and Daniel now. What are you understanding?
You're actually dumber than you look. Wait, okay, but I'm thinking about something, right? So let me ask, apart from your birthday, do you think you would receive Christmas presents from people?
Other than my birthday.
Yes.
Christmas
people
presents.
will walk up to you and say, "Oh, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas,
Merry Christmas.
have this and have that."
Now that usually used to happen in Nigeria.
I'm thinking about currently, as you are right now.
Last Christmas. Yeah.
Like 1,000 or 5,000.
I'm talking about this Christmas.
This Christmas.
Like Christmas to the future.
Okay, let me talk about my previous Christmas, that I've been here. The last two Christmas, I received some money from my dad and from my uncle. My uncle's one was more than I expected, and it was because I was do Christmas for boys, and it was I've sent you something. Then I also received money from an auntie, so I received some amount of money then, and it wasn't just because of my birthday. They did it because of Christmas. They merged everything in conjunction. I usually receive things through the season from my birthday till New Year because my birthday is still in season and then it's Christmas and everybody's in that giving spirit. Yeah. So that's why I like my birthday. That's Christmas. What happened last Christmas? Yeah, I received some money also from my dad. And then I also got what we got last Christmas was a lot of people giving us food, people cooking and sending. I said, have you taken out outings and all? But no, this is a gift or something. But that was also a gift. And so this Christmas, we don't know yet, but as the spirit leads.
Well, Christmas is a season of giving. People share, people give. We've been much interested in how much people have given us. May I ask, how much have you given to people over the years for Christmas? This celebration, you're excited and you're just okay, someone come over and let me treat you. What have you done so far so good?
Well, I'm not going to detail what I've done, but I have certainly done it, and it makes me feel good. Do you know that there's correlation between generosity and happiness? It's a study that has been proven. So giving people things make you feel good, and over the year, every now and then, even just a small act of kindness, you cook, and then you're join me, let's eat. Just some little acts of kindness, they matter, and That's just it.
Yeah.
So over
I think one of the things that we also do, like amongst ourselves, that is very good is this Secret Santa.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We did it last year, and I think it was very good because we get something to remember each other for the rest of the year, and then we renew it this year now because we're planning to do it. And I think it's something that's so great because giving is a way of receiving. You understand? Like people feel like, oh, I have to receive, but you have to actually give to receive. It's like a principle. The more, like, if your hand is like this, you cannot receive anything. But if it's open to give, you can also receive things also. So it's a very, very, very beautiful one. Okay, so let's move in a bit into the spiritual aspect. Okay. What has been for me personally, this year has been like a huge, made a huge difference in my life spiritually. Like I posted a picture recently on my WhatsApp and I captioned it like, I'm so happy for this year, and this year has been my best year so far, and it actually has, because I discovered God in this year. And when I say discover, it doesn't mean I've not believed that God existed before. I've not known who God was before or what He did before. But this year I got to get a relationship personally with God. I'm talking about like hearing, telling, and seeing that what we discuss, like the reality, it just happened so well, and the growth. And I also had a wish that the ending of the year, I want to end it on the highest spiritual level that I've been learned all of the year. And I wrote that I think in March, and right now I'm just seeing it happening, not even intentionally, but I'm like, okay, this is what I asked for, and this is what I'm getting. So about us, like, what has been the your growth spiritually?
Most of like my growth spiritually this year have also been like my best year so far. Cause not just there are physical growths, podcast and all, like starting new things, but like the spiritual growth went to a whole different level. I was talking to Covenant and Yemisi recently, and we're reflecting back on the year, and I was like, the thing I'm most grateful for this year is my spiritual growth. How like it's things that I've been doing before, but this year it became more realistic, it became more intentional. Like when you can hear intentionally, like you can ask a question and get a response like fast. You can do things that you didn't know you could do before. You're more challenged, and then also relating with like your growth impacted also my growth influenced your growth, and all of that, like, and working together and like building, and spiritually it has been like raised to power
1,000.
Okay,
what about you, bro?
Well, I've been like exposed to, should I say, greater knowledge, like knowledge beyond.
So you've learnt more.
Like greater knowledge. When I mean knowledge, I think that I've had an understanding of who God is, like from time, because my dad particularly introduces us to having a relationship with God or improving your spiritual life. So we've done a couple of that, but understanding and knowing why, I got to get all of most of the information I needed, all the answers to the questions I needed this year. And I think that alone is a greater achievement for me, because then I know where I'm going, I know how far I have gone, and I appreciate it, and I know that it's always better.
Great, beautiful.
Well, there's something I've learned this year. It's the mental fortitude to remain grateful no matter the circumstance, because stuff will be happening and you want to start complaining, but it doesn't help anything. And just actually saying it out loud, thank you for this, does a lot. So that's something that I have gotten better at doing, remaining grateful. this year.
Thank you for being my friend.
Thank you. And appreciating is very, very key. Thanks,
actually.
Thank you guys for being,
Yeah.
friends. Probably we'll do more Thanksgiving at the end of the year.
You are not my friend. You are taking people out. Excuse me, please.
Please. No, I will say to this after this shoot. You know what I do to you. You know.
No.
Let's go. Okay. I want to ask the second question on the spiritual side, and then we can move to finance, which Covenant will lead. So, what have been the challenges spiritually? Me personally, about challenges, nobody will say they've not gone through challenges. It's been challenging. Challenge, self, no challenge, this one. I don't go about a challenge, come back. But it's been very challenging, honestly. And for me, one of the challenges that I've gone through is intentionality with my prayer life, intentionality with that. And number two, I would say it's one of a challenge that almost every new Christian deals with, or new person who's trying to grow in God, and that's actually dealing with lust of the flesh, specifically sexual lust. Is a huge one. You get. I used to say he that would follow me, let him deny himself, let him pick up his cross and follow me. It's not a Bible class, but it's real life practical things like that you go through every day. Because trust me, that flesh is going to come. It's going to definitely want to rise up, and having to daily put it to rest has been one of my challenges this year. And I'm so happy that I'm ending the year on a very, very positive note, very stronger than I started, very stronger than it has been going. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
And Pressure has also had a very significant work in that. We've been working together, moving together in that aspect. So is there anything, or is it the same thing? Okay.
Oh, I just wanted to give some encouragement, kind of stuff like that.
No, this is not.
From my experience now, it's share. I don't have to tell the full story, do I? No, but then I pick a lesson and So Les Brown said, whatever is worth doing well, and if it does get hard, do it hard. So I think at a point in time where you have made the decision to progress, either spiritually or with your relationship with God, and it's getting really hard. Now, sticking to that decision is not just the power of the body. It's not only the power of the body. You also need to decide more. Every day you're making a fresh decision consciously, to the point that it becomes 95% of your subconscious thoughts, that you have decided to grow and to establish more and more and more in this friendship or relationship spiritually.
That's great.
The challenge for me, it's just intentionality. That's the issue always is. It's not Les Brown too. It's when you decide that you are going to do something, the world life will just give you chance. So when you call come again another day. So it's there's something that I always say, walk your way into the feeling, because that's been one great challenge. Even when you don't feel like doing praying, maybe fasting, because your body almost never wants to do what the spirit wants to do. Most times they have contrasting decisions or desires. So the ability to walk your way into even when you don't feel like it, that's been one challenge for me.
Okay, what about you?
Yeah, I would like to emphasize on the intentionality. So it's just like learning a language. If you want to be fluent in the language, you have to do something in that language every day, and that's just it. It starts with, there's a scripture. It's not a Bible class, but there's a scripture that says faith cometh by hearing. So you have to expose yourself to the things of God every day, so that because it plants a seed. The things that you listen to and the things that you ingest every day, they'll leave a seed subconsciously or unconsciously. So doing it every day, like just making it part of your routine, is a start. So, and that is the most, because it's a start, it's also the most difficult part about growing. Starting is always harder. I mean, once you've started, like there will be challenges on the road. But I do believe that once you've made the choice to start, like to be intentional about it, it gets easier.
Yeah,
True.
it does.
True.
Yeah. So, okay. So,
We're going to the financial
aspect. Let's know where the
Right. So, finance, like I have been really interested in growing financially, but I became more in it this year. Like I got so much in growing financially, and I think there is a future with this thing. There is a future with this.
With what thing?
With finances, like
what sort of financial?
well, we're making any career, like from any career profession that we having, we will have to inculcate like financial decisions, making of money, and all of this. We will introduce and incorporate our career with making of money. It's going to work. Well, so basically, for the financial aspect, I think is also first the decision. Like if my aunt used to say, if you're never tired of something or of your problems, it will never be tired of staying with you. So if you don't want it to stay, if you don't want poverty or lack of money to remain, first you need to make a decision, and then you need to take an action. Well, another thing I believe so much in is don't spend so much energy planning, because I have this experience. You spend the energy that you use to execute this task, you spend it all on planning, and by the time you've gotten the answer, you want to take a rest because you think, okay, you solved the problem, and when you wake up from the sleep, you will now start working on the answers you've gotten. By the time you take a rest, trust me, you're never coming back to it. You feel so fulfilled by just solving the steps. Now someone else takes the steps and works on it and just makes it that work. So do not spend so much energy solving the problem. Like behind, you see, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Why did they not say sometimes you win, sometimes you fail? Because failure is learning. In the process of failing,
about it,
yes,
you have to view it as a learning opportunity.
as a learning opportunity. And especially now that we're still having a lot of time left.
Hello, what?
Time!
I have a question. I have a question regarding financial.
Yeah.
What major financial knowledge did you get this year? Like what? Like were you able to, okay, did we read any financial book this year? Any of it? Like I read some financial books,
Personally,
or article. Like is there like particular financial stuff that like you actually like?
Personally, I didn't.
Okay, I learned a couple of things.
You read a lot of financial life.
Yeah.
So let me just share some before he shares what I want to share. Because he bamboozled it. Okay, and he recommended this book to me actually. And get friends that are growing in different areas. You might be strong in one area, get a friend that's stronger in another area.
Yes.
We're going to lift up each other. So he recommended this book to me, The Secret of a Millionaire Mind. And one of the things I really took out from there is the universe is giving to you what you think it is. Like, it is what you think it is. So if you are there right now and you are saying that I'm so sure that this world, things are hard. Yes, things are actually hard. And if you're out there, people that are making money, they know that things are not hard. You just have to look for the way to do it right. You understand? And also, like, be a receiver. And I had to learn that one especially because I believe giving. Say it is more blessed to give than to receive. You understand? So I was a giver, but when I receive, I'm like, so if you don't have the mind of a receiver, when you receive, it's always going to be like,
I'm indebted to this person.
Yeah, like you're going to feel like, oh, it's a weird thing to receive. But no, in every person giving, there is a receiver. So why not be the one receiving? You understand? I met a lady in ATB. I don't mean to I'm not against anybody, but I'm just saying that mentality is what is wrong and what is bad. Tiaveka said that, like, he attacked people and he would say, I'm not against poor people, but I'm just saying that mentality is wrong. And the lady, she was dressed in like an apron. She looked like she worked in a store as maybe a cleaner or something. And I got like some apples. I didn't know the particular name in Ukrainian. So the cashier asked me she asked me in Ukrainian. She told this thing. And the lady helped me and she was like, red apples. And so I was like, okay, I just felt like, okay, let me do something nice for this lady. And I was like, okay, she wanted to get a bottle of water. I'm like, okay, let me pay for your water. And she was like, Pachumo, like, why? And she didn't, I was just laughing. I just packed up my stuff, paid for myself, and I left. Now, I can easily tell that she's not a good receiver, and the way you do in little things is the way you've done in a lot of things. So you just easily give her that vibe that you don't need people. You're like, why? Like, rich people would see a penny on the ground, they would pick it and be so happy that, oh, I'm magneting money. Money is money. It doesn't matter the amount. But like someone that's poor, you might be watching this right now. You're seeing pennies all over your room. These are just pennies. Like, you don't appreciate the little. Like, how the more come to you. You understand? And this was one major thing that I learned, and I really, really was grateful for. You know, though I still have finished like few pages.
That's good.
Yeah.
For me personally, okay. First of all, for that lady. In her defense, not like I'm saying she's not a good receiver, but in her defense, she probably like reacted that way because maybe you were just a stranger. She didn't want it to be like she did that for you, so that you can return like the favor or something like that. She just did it, so like that's why she was like, no, don't worry, like you understand. But it could also be that, but for me,
but like you see her at this position.
Probably at this
she was like, thank you.
Thank you.
I got it.
Okay.
But she didn't even answer. It was
not very good express.
Yeah, it was
very
the
expressive.
cashier that was even explaining to her. She didn't even look at her, like she was just like.
But it's cool though.
That kind of thing.
Something that I learned, like a lot of things I learned. I'll share a couple of them. One is that a millionaire is not a millionaire, or a billionaire. A rich person is not a rich person because the person has money. Like you are not a millionaire because you have money.
Yeah.
The wealth or like millions and billions are in your discipline. They are in your routine. Like it's the routine, it's the journey, it's the process that makes you a millionaire, not the money you have. The money, like that book said, even if Warren Buffett should lose his money today, everything, he would easily make it back because it's not the money that makes him a billionaire. It's the routine, it's the discipline that he has cultivated in the process that made him that. That's one thing. And another thing which I would like to share, the others, we can read it out there, but these are the things that really hit me. Rich people, all of them have this habit of being able, and it's something that really hits me, always be able to come back. One major thing that makes people lose their money, like that's why you think poor people have it worse, difficult, but middle class people actually have it a bit more difficult because now they have money, and the ones that are not well educated in financial things are scared to lose their money. So you know what they do is they either keep the money hidden somewhere, like either saving it up, which is not bringing any more, which will probably be exhausted, or they don't even know what to do with the money. And money you don't know what to do with will always be quick to leave you because you end up spending. So what I learned was that the reason why middle class people are usually scared of losing their money is because they can't afford to go back to the way they were living. But rich people, if you look at the wealthiest people, they never live too affluent because I learned this from Grant Cardone. If you know Grant Cardone, said rich people are not scared to go back to the way they are living. Like sometimes fear is what makes you go back because you are moving too careful. You are not like taking more risk now because you are like I can't afford to go back. But I said you should always, no matter how much you make, always be able to return to the way you were living before, because sometimes you might have to take decisions that you are putting your all into this and it might not work, but if it works out, that was what Elon Musk was saying. There was a year he had just about $30 million and he had to either split it into the two different businesses or continue or something like, or put half into this business and like. But he said at that point, if any of them had not worked out, he would have gone to broke again. But he risked everything on the 2 businesses, and luckily for him, like blessed as it is, both of them worked, and then before he was able to focus more on SpaceX, Tesla, and what he's doing now. So all of them, if you read all their stories, there was a point in their life.
I think an important lesson there is not to be enslaved to money. You should not. Exactly. Your happiness should not be predicated on money.
Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah.
That's very important. Yeah. Very important one. Okay. It's been a lovely conversation here. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you enjoy like this kind of conversations that you learn, laugh, vibe, see some very, handsome, young looking man, And if you like to see these kind of videos, just let us know, or listen to this kind of podcast. Let us know. We can make it happen. These are my bros, These are there anytime, bro. So you can always, come on the show and just, discuss about different things.
Yeah, if you have questions, things you'd like us to talk about, and all of that, yeah.
Just let us know.
Guys, to end, what was the funniest thing that happened to you this year?
The funniest thing.
Okay, one of them. A lot of things. One of them.
But recently.
Yeah. It's either, okay, you can talk about funniest or scariest, any particular thing you can remember.
Or biggest miracle.
Biggest thing.
Okay, I just want to talk about what funny thing. I don't mean anything to anybody, but I'm just going to say it. Recently, I was playing basketball with my guy.
Yeah.
And I made a shot and he was like, the shot was ew.
Like the shot you enter.
No, the shot was ew. It was ew. That didn't look good. He entered.
Okay.
How about you, Kamala?
Well, I've had like a lot of funny moments. I'm a funny guy, I guess. Should I?
It's subjective.
Wow.
Oh.
Well.
Wait.
Wait. I will make it a subject to this. You will subject to this joke. You must laugh. But the problem is like some people, if they don't find my jokes funny, maybe their problems are bigger than my jokes. Yes, the problem.
What's the funniest thing that have happened to you this year?
Now the fact that funny. Oh, the fact that you are not funny.
Yes, the funny thing.
So last year you were funny, but
This is a brand of narcissism. I've not.
I'm not a narcissist. I don't love myself so much, but like I'm appreciating how I've gone. Like,
good.
If you like don't laugh, your problem plenty.
Self-love, man. I like it, man. I like it. Okay, so I'm not gonna say like one of the funny things because there've been a lot.
I'm even thinking.
But I'm going to.
It's actually funny for me for BIG because like I remember when BIG was with me beginning of this year. Continue.
God! I feel like hitting your eyes. Okay, so this was what happened here. I was on my way to work during the summer because I was working during the summer. I don't know, I had time, but there's this thing that happened in the metro. When you're trying to transfer from green line to red line. You understand? And you're in the elevator. There's a way you come out of the train fast in green line and get on the elevator. You'll be able to meet the train that's coming next on the red line. So I've noticed, because I go to work every day, I've noticed that trend. So I usually stay like the place where I'll be able to get on the escalator very fast and then meet the next one. So that day I was going, I'd gotten ahead the train coming, and this is a funny experience, and it's also a joke at the same time. I got to the stairs, I was walking fast, got to the stairs. As I took 1, 2, I was trying to run to enter the metro that I was about to go. I only remember 2 steps I took. The rest, I don't know how I got to that floor. The funny thing was two ladies were standing, 2 Ugandan ladies were standing down, and they were watching the thing happen, like they were not laughing. But I was grateful that I didn't fall down. I don't know how I later landed with my 2 feet on the ground. Like normally I should have my head landed with my head, and I still entered the metro. That was just funny to me, honestly.
Hallelujah!
It's a miracle.
I be having dreads.
Hey, but don't.
Okay. One particular memory I have this year. I have to share it with these guys. It was a bad, how do I say, bad experience. Like it kind of hurt my feelings. But then it also has funny parts and then it has good parts. So it's a mix. So yeah, this year, like I've always been a drummer, but like I've not really been into it like since I came to Ukraine. Like not been like fully active. I guess because maybe like I wasn't feeling or something. But like this year, the other guy traveled. The other guy that was drumming, like the drummer number one. So I was the only guy left. And then someone came from another country, like another drummer. And then I was quick to say, oh well, guy, play. Because I feel like he has been playing drums for like longer than I have. And he has more experience. And then so he was playing so good. And then like everybody was like, guy, you good time. Nice. And I was just like, let me drop by the place. Okay, I'll tell you the idea. I was like, I just like church people. They don't know what my play So yeah, that was how it continued until then he left. And then after I left, then everybody was like, then it goes to this annoying part where everybody was now asking me like, where's Marvelous? Like the guys didn't know, where's this guy? Where's this guy? Where's this guy? I was your drum. Okay, well, like copy. Wow. So that the one that like hit me the most was one I was just there, and then someone came to meet me and said, "Hey, I was playing the drum." I said, "Hey, I miss Marvelous. Marvelous know they pity this drum." What?
The other drummer came back. I said, you want to be starting and be doing all
Okay, the Marvelous guy.
No.
Okay,
the main drummer came back. You don't want to drum again, want to be an usher.
So I was like, when I just heard that one, that was so annoying for me. That was like crossroad for me because like before I'd been having like these issues like contemplating like going to church or just staying home and doing online service and all that. But like someone spoke to me, like the main drummer, Jenny is his name. He spoke to me and then I was like, yeah, we're doing this for God, so we're gonna be here. And then we kept doing it. So I was like, either I was going to end this or I was going to just keep on. But then when I was on my way home, I think it was the Holy Spirit that spoke to me. The Holy Spirit was just talking to me on the bus, and I just felt inspired and like, okay, this thing, since these people want this, like, we're going to like do it.
Yeah,
and then we started like pushing, and then like when you have past knowledge, those things that I had before were coming, and everyone was like mad, like, yeah, it's good. No. You're not trying, you're doing better. I was like, bless God, we're always teaching you. Nah, nobody's teaching me. But I received some lessons from Jenny, though. Let me give him credit.
Yeah, credits to Jenny.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a very interesting conversation. That was the best way we could round it up.
Yeah.
And from us on this set right now to you guys, we say Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Will probably be out
Wonderful
on 25th of Christmas. So if you are not subscribed, one more time.
Did you say 25th of Christmas?
25th of December.
Don't edit that out.
Don't cut it.
No.
But basically, so we are saying a happy Christmas, and everyone is sending you love, kisses, hugs, praying for you that this next year will be great. And I think we should do a New Year special.
Of course, boy.
I would like to add something. My boy here is having a big project, like
I remember that just now, but I was like, I don't know, I forgot. Basically,
why are you taking the mic from me?
Okay, my manager will speak.
Manager!
My management! Grab the mic.
So basically, he's having a very huge project that is coming up after the Christmas special.
Yeah.
I think that one is even more special.
Yeah.
Than what we have here,
There should be New Year now.
So we're gonna
New Year special.
So you guys should check it out.
You don't say what.
Just tell them the
He will
project.
talk now. Let me give him the mic.
Let me announce here for the first time that BIG's debut single will be dropping in the first week of January. So if you are not subscribed to my IG, this expert believers, go on YouTube, search for BIG TV, and if you don't get it, go to my Instagram, search b.i.g_end and go to the link.
You talk too much. The song is coming out. Please, you all should listen to it. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful time with you. Check out my Instagram. We love you guys.
We love you so much.
Honestly, I feel like I know that you are
And for my guys on Growth Station podcast, keep listening. Share as always.
Yeah, share.
Big things coming next year. Like I was speaking to a friend today, and like she gave me some
Precious can't
nice.
talk. Precious who's in here. I have
Precious can watch this mic